si Raffy Tulfo, no? Although wala naman siya sinasabi kung tatakbo siya, and we've been hearing na wala raw plano tumakbo for higher office sa 2028. Si Leni Robredo, hindi raw tatakbo, pero may mga nangungulit for her to run, no? So, what's the what's a good way of looking at their numbers, no? For instance, ikaw si Raffy Tulfo, unlike Sara Duterte, nag-declare na, pero ganun pa rin yung numbers. Pero ikaw si Raffy, wala ka naman sinasabi, wala kang pahiwatig na tatakbo ka, pero meron ka 18.5%. Or even
Oo,
Leni Robredo, 15.7. What does it say at this stage before the 2028 elections?
I think malakas yung parang market votes and tinatawag na convincing power ni Raffy Tulfo. It's really the strength of their individual brands. No? Of course, yung kay Leni Robredo, yung strength din ng coalition. But for Raffy Tulfo, yung individual brand niya is strong enough. Magkakaroon siya ng successful campaign kapag kumampi siya dun sa may potential na may base at saka may machinery. So I think it's important for him to decide, if ever he does, to really think about kung kanino siya kakampi. No? So kay Vice President Lenny, I think may konting machinery, may marami siyang potential allies na tutulong sa kanya sa ground war, at saka may experience na siya in campaigning. So she could, really be a good candidate for 2028. But of course, hindi nga natin nakikita na nagde-decide siya, although things can still change. So what it says is really that they have strong individual brands that they've built over the past few years, and this could potentially be a successful campaign in 2028.
But by the way, how did you choose the names to be included in the presidential preference survey?
Ilang beses na kami tanong niyan. No? So sa amin, Christian, kasi this is a long list eh. Pero internally, meron kaming committee that comprises of the leaders of the firm, but also senior advisors. Dito sa committee na to, ang ginagawa namin is we look at external signals, no, from conversations with experts, observers. We also get signals from the media. And that's how we decide and deliberate kung sino yung mga pangalan dito. But the principle for why we have a long list is because we want to be as comprehensive as possible. Magiging remiss kami, we don't want to miss anything sa firm, no? Kasi this is the only way we can track the changes over time if magkaroon ng long list na 12 names. Of course, this is it's still too early to basically say that this is the race, but as we see the race solidify in the next few months and firm up, then pwede naman ma-weed out itong names ito. But sa amin, gusto talaga namin pag-aralan as comprehensive and rigorous as possible so yung mga potential tao na tatakbo for 2028.
Okay, so tama ba when you survey those respondents, ito yung listahan na binigay niyo sa kanila? Ganun ba?
Yes.
Okay.
Yan yung methodology.
And then paano yung order of the names?
Well, the order of the names is in alphabetical order.
So hahanapin nila yung gusto nila sa tingin nila napipisil nilang nararapat na maging pangulo.
Yes.
Okay. So would it be dito? Right to say na at least based on sa numbers dito sa latest survey ninyo, kung meron tatalo kay Sara Duterte, at least based sa survey, no, it would be Raffy Tulfo or Leni Robredo.
Yes, so dito makikita natin na sila yung double digits, and kung merong ang combination, sila yung very possible na tatalo kay Vice President Sara Duterte. Yes.
How about Erwin?
Hindi pa namin in-include dito, pero we'll see the numbers. I'm sure mataas dahil sa Tulfo brand also.
Yung bang yung Tulfo brand na yan, ano ba yan? Transferable or kunwari kasi tatlong magkakapatid dyan, di ba? Yung nagtangkang pumasok sa politika, natalo si Ben Tulfo. Pero alam natin meron din mga dynamics yung magkakapatid eh. Pero for instance, kunwari si Raffy Tulfo, yung bang 18.5% pwede ba siya makonsider na transferable dito kay Erwin? Although not necessarily kay Ben? Ano yung dynamics ng ganun?
I think partly magdi-disperse potentially sa mga kapatid. Pero I think si Raffy naka-create din siya ng sarili niyang brand. Ng sarili niya. So we don't know kung how much dito yung pwedeng malipat, how much dito yung hindi. But I would say na yung assumption nga last time itong Senate, last year rather, magagamit talaga nila wholeheartedly itong Tulfo name to make si Ben Tulfo succeed. Unfortunately, na-test yan na mali yung hypothesis na yan. So I would say na siguro careful tayo dun sa assumption na yan. But at the same time, may following din yung Tulfo brand talaga. So, it's something that they could capitalize on it. Erwin Tulfo did very well, of course.